He lost by winning. A Toronto player of Pokemon Go claims he has caught all 142 available characters in the virtual reality game. That would make him the first to achieve the milestone. And at the same time, he lost 25 pounds. That's what happens when you cover more than 260 kilometers in less than 4 weeks. So, a couple of things to talk about here with the player you see now. His name is Roberto Vasquez, joining me in the studio. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
That sounds really busy. Okay, so Pokemon Master, you believe, you've been out there checking, right? You think you're the first guy to catch them all. How tough an achievement was that?
It was definitely a very hard achievement, you know, running around the city, trying to go from downtown to uptown just in a matter of minutes, right?
So all over Toronto.
Yeah.
What kind of a time commitment did that take for you then? Like in a given day, would it vary from day to day? Sometimes you'd just get on a roll and hours would go by?
Yeah, it all depended on my work. You know, if I had days off, I would try to spend 8 hours, 12 hours.
Wow.
If I've just finished off work, maybe spend a couple hours, like 46 hours.
You're a professional photographer, I
Yes.
gather. And so you explored areas, corners of Toronto you likely had never seen before. So is that something that's actually going to be inspirational for you with your job, too?
Yeah, I've used several of the locations actually through the app. So walking through the city, I actually never discovered certain spots that helped me with my profession.
Well, isn't that neat? So I will have to ask you, I'm not a player myself, but I certainly know a lot of people who are, and I gather it can be addicting. It's pretty phenomenal to see hundreds of people showing out at a park, all playing. For you, to help our viewers understand, what is it that grabbed you about this game and that you found so fascinating?
You know, I was one of the people that actually watched the shows when I was a kid. You know, we played the games. It was very exciting to actually capture a Pokemon and then show your friends what they had and what you had, and it was just, that whole feeling just came back to me.
So kind of nostalgic as well then, recapturing part of your childhood?
Most definitely, and you know, it's a great way to just go outside and meet people as well.
Let's talk about that, the getting outside. We've already talked about some of the hours and the kilometers logged. You've lost, is it 25 pounds you've lost in less than 4 weeks? And you attribute it to doing this? Yeah,
most definitely. You know, the game lets you go outside, it lets you get active, and the best part of it's you're just having a good time.
So has this changed things for you then? What kind of activities were you doing before? Has this turned things around and now you'll be craving that kind of activity now?
Yeah, you know, it's something that now that I've noticed that it makes me want to go out more and try to achieve certain achievements in the game as well. So my next step is actually walking 1,000 kilometers in the game so I could get that achievement.
Oh, so where do you do that then?
It just clocks in by you walking.
Okay.
So I'm at 260, so it's a bit of a way to go.
Because you've conquered them all now, so I wonder, in terms of the game, there are challenges left to go for you then?
Yeah, there's an achievement list.
Okay.
You know, depending on how many Pokemon you capture, how many gyms you want to fight, and one of them is one of those.
Let's talk about the journey itself. You say it took you to interesting corners. Any crazy scenarios where things got pretty competitive? Especially, I'm thinking of those ones where several people instantly sort of descend on a park or a corner of the woods somewhere.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, it's quite funny because you may be relaxing at a quiet place, and then all of a sudden a rare Pokemon pops up on your tracker. And so then you'll see hundreds of people just randomly running through the streets trying to capture this one Pokemon.
So was it close call for you sometimes? Did you have to get pretty aggressive?
Well, not too aggressive, because at the end of the day, it's still a game. You definitely want to make sure you're safe, the people around you are safe. So, Jeffy, you want to be within that limit.
Okay. So, but clearly this sense of competition must have taken you over.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have some other friends who are as dedicated to this as you have been?
I wish. Because there's certain times that you just have to go on your own, walk around the city. But the fun thing about the game is that you meet lots of new people as well.
Yeah, tell me about that, because actually my son dabbled in this a little bit the other day, and I was sort of teasing him, and he said, Mom, there were 400 people at this park, and it's a great way to meet people. So has that opened up a new world for you?
Yeah, you know, in my line of business, it's always great to network with people. And within the game, I met a lot of people with different professions that I would have never met beforehand. And so, you know, you meet them, you get to travel the city with them, and just build and bond a new relationship.
And does it tend to be all ages, all walks of life, do you find?
Yeah. You know, there's people who are in their 50s, people in their 20s. It just varies, really. Everyone just wants to have a good time.
You say you used to watch the show, too, and clearly you're loving this experience. I've been wondering if this is a tipping point, if we're going to see more and more creators of such games now that get people into the outdoors. Perhaps.
You know, it's always a good way to, in a sense, just have people going out and enjoying the weather while they can. And it's a good way for us to see different parts of the city, you know, explore new restaurants as well while you're doing it, and just invest more money into the city.
Oh, yeah. And I guess you're the poster child now for the weight loss benefits of it. You're not
guess so.
alone. I've been reading about people all over the world who are saying the same
Yeah.
thing. So final thought from you there, where do you go from here? Does it actually take you beyond, the borders of Toronto, your hometown, but even beyond the borders of Canada? Can it do that too?
Yeah, there's certain Pokemon that are regional.
Okay.
So there's some in Australia, Europe, and Asia as well. So I'm definitely planning to travel to Asia for work, and hopefully I can hit two birds with one stone over there.
Well, it's pretty fascinating. It sounds like a lot of fun, too. And congratulations on being the self-proclaimed master. Inspirational for everybody out there. Thanks
thank
for
you very
coming
much.
in. Pokemon Go player Roberto Vasquez joining us in studio.